Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I got 3 new packages in the mail today. One contained a bunch of ColourPop stuff, one contained some stuff from Sephora, including some Kat Von D newness, and I put it out to Instagram to help me decide, and y'all came back with a completely even split on the vote, so not helpful. Also, sorry about the phone. It is 11 o'clock at night and my husband has just gone upstairs and discovered our daughter, who is 5, awake playing on the iPad, which she absconded from our bedside table. So he's just informing me of his parenting efforts with her. So anyways, that aside, I ultimately decided that we were going to talk about Kat Von D today. So we've got the Divine palette and the Divine lipstick. Obviously that's what I'm wearing on my face right now. And I'm going to give you a brief rundown. I will show you how I created the eye look. So let's give you some basic facts. The lipstick retails for 23 Canadian on the Sephora website. Both items are limited edition and both are exclusive to Sephora. So if you want them, hop on the train now. The eyeshadow palette is 46 Canadian. And inside you're getting 8 shadows. There they are there. You're getting a mix of matte and shimmer. There are 3 mattes, so the white, the black, and the light blue are all matte shades, and the rest are quite metallic in nature. When I opened the package up, this shade here called Babs, and this shade down here called Hairspray were both lifted out of the pan just a little bit. They're not damaged in any way, and it hasn't like rubbed off on the inside. You get a mirror, by the way, on the inside of the packaging, but I did have to sort of press them down into place. And in applying them to my eyes tonight, this, especially Hairspray here, I don't know, yeah, you can see there, it got quite dented. So they are quite soft in nature. I didn't experience that with Baltimore, with Filthy, or Pink Flamingos here. Just those 2 on the end. So yeah, even just now I can press it right back into place. So they are very soft shadows, but having said that, applying them, they don't create a bunch of fallout, and they're quite easy to work with. So I think it was just a pressing issue, and possibly the shipping as well, just being jostled around in the mail. So not a complaint, just something to be aware of. People often talk about whether or not palettes are standalone palettes. For me, I don't really care. I have so many neutral palettes that I don't care if a palette has a light brown or a cream shade or whatever the case may be, because I have it. I can reach for it quite easily, grab it, and I'm good. You can certainly make an eye look with this. The eye look I'm wearing today has all of the shades in it, but if you're looking for just a pop of color and want something for everyday wear, that's not going to be your go-to. But it is quite fun and I like it. I really do. These to me are classic Kat Von D eyeshadows. They perform beautifully. The mattes blend as you would expect them to. The metallics are just that. They are very reflective, highly pigmented. I have no complaints about the quality of these shadows. There are the metallics. There, like this one is just stunning. That's the shade Hairspray. And this one, I mean, they're all beautiful. They're like, this blue just speaks to my soul. I love it. This one, I am super inspired by. I really want to just like wash my face and start all over again. The Hairspray shade, I love it. I think it would be an amazing sort of showcase to an eye look, and the Baltimore shade, that blue, is beautiful. Even Waters, like I'd love to play with this all over the lid and create something with that, but all in due course. So when I do my reviews, you may have picked up, I do try to give a constructive criticism just so that everything's balanced, because very rarely in life is anything completely perfect, let's be real. And I'm having a hard time coming up with something with this. The only thing I could say is the shade Babs doesn't appear to jive with the rest of them. Like, it's warmer in nature than the rest of them are, so it kind of, when I look at it, it kind of sticks out, like it's There's Babs and then there's the rest of the palette. But having said that and having applied it, it still works. Like when it's on the inner corner right here, and I have it on my brow bone as well, it doesn't clash with the rest of them, but that's the only thing I could really think. And possibly that female trouble is a little stark for the rest of the tones in the palette. Like it is white. Maybe a cream might have been a little bit more user-friendly, but these are small comments to make, and they really don't change my opinion of the palette at all. I think the white is definitely usable. I used it to set my eyeshadow primer today, and that I think helps to brighten the colors that you put on top of it. And like I said, Babs does play well with the others. It's just when you first look at it, it doesn't look like it jives with the rest of them. So overall, I mean, the packaging is great. It's that nice cardboard packaging. I love when palettes fold onto themselves. It's just so much easier to handle. For a palette like this, I couldn't really care less about the mirror because it folds over. I wouldn't really stand it up, but it's there if you are concerned about that kind of thing. It feels quite sturdy. It's a nice size. I have the metal mat that you can see back here, and I like it, but it's a freaking beast. Like, it is so big that it's awkward to hold. Same with this monster. This is the 39A from Morphe. This is a fucking monster. Like, it's twice the size of my head. It's a little ridiculous. Anyways, this one fits in one hand, and I quite like that. Lipstick. It has a nice secure lid. She has updated her packaging, and I much appreciate that because the old lids were fucking atrocious. I like the green. It's fun. I bought it for the purposes of reviewing. The green itself wouldn't make me buy it, but if you are a collector, that could draw you in. I can see that happening. The shade is called Divine. It is a nice nude. I've wrecked the tip of it, unfortunately. When I applied it, though, you do have to apply a few layers because it is a little bit patchy. The smell, oh my god, the smell. It's so nice. It smells like a bakery or something. And anyways, I distract myself. Anyways, because you have to apply so much, it did transfer to my teeth twice and kind of got into the corners of my mouth as well. So it is a little bit of a risky little beast. So just be aware of that if you do pick this shade up. And then for me, the color itself is not the most flattering just on my skin tone. But for me, like peachy nudes and I just don't really get along because I have more of a golden yellowish undertone. So while the color, I think, oh fuck, it's on my teeth again. So I don't appreciate that. Sorry if you were actually able to see that. I am not refilming all of this, so we'll just move along from there. But the colors just kind of, they don't really jive with my undertones that I have going on, so I will continue to use it. Like, I'm not going to return it because I do like the color, but I would definitely recommend a lip liner, and for me, I'll probably mix it with another shade, or at least sort of do like more of an ombre kind of deal, just so that it's a bit more flattering on me. It's not a bad lipstick, but the Kat Von D Studded Kiss, they're not my favorite anyways. But like I said, I picked it up to review it. Those are my thoughts. Some people love the Studded Kiss formulation. That's okay. Just because I don't necessarily like it doesn't mean it's bad or horrible. That's just my opinion. That's about as much of a disclaimer as you're going to get from me because at the end of the day, it's makeup. So those are my thoughts on the products. Let's get into the eye look. Here we go. So just to shake things up today, I'm going to start off with the Benefit Air Patrol Eye Primer. So to set it down, I'm using the white shade here called Female Trouble. So I started off with the Sigma E40 tapered blending brush and went in with the shade Waters. It's this nice light blue here, and used that all in the transition area. So then I took an angled brush and went into this green shade here called Pink Flamingos, which I just think it's hilarious because it's green and it's called Pink Flamingos and small things amuse me in life. I have to admit, I don't really know who Divine is. So I don't know if Pink Flamingos like is some sort of pop culture reference that I'm totally missing, but I just think it makes me giggle. And I went in with it dry at first, and then I built it up and sprayed it with Fix Plus just to really intensify the shade. It works best if you watch which side of the angle you're putting the shadows on, because putting it on this side is not particularly helpful for me right now. And then on the other end of this brush, it's just a little flat, dense, like super dense shader. I picked up the shade Baltimore, which is this metallic-y blue here. And again, I just laid down a base of dry shadow and then built it up with a little bit of Fix Plus sprayed shadow. And then I took my little itty bitty E09 from Volaire and picked up a little bit of Hard Magic, which is that deep black there. Then I went back with that same small crease brush, and where that dark is, it just sort of blended it into the crease. Then I took an eye smudger brush and went in with the shade Filthy, which is sort of this gunmetal shade here. And then I took a thin angled brush here. This one is from Bella Pierre Cosmetics. And I picked up the shade Hairspray, and then I put that where I don't have any shadow on my lower lash line yet. And then finally I took a small pencil brush and picked up the shade Babs. And that was it for eyeshadow. So for eyeliner, I used the Silkissime from L'Oreal in cobalt blue. And I put that into the waterline and the tightline. Okay, and I didn't actually apply any eyeliner to the upper lash line. I just went in with false lashes. But if you can see sparkles down here, a little bit of glitter on the lashes. What I did, I prepped it all in advance. I don't think Lime Crime does glitters anymore, but this is one of theirs in Scorpio. It's navy blue, purple, green reflex. It is now fucking everywhere. And just a little flat brush to dip into it. Then I went in with the Ysl Shock Mascara. This is just a sample size, but I really like it. Which I hate because it's so expensive, but there it is. And just applied mascara to the lower lashes. And then, so I didn't get glitter all over my face, I just took a cotton pad, dipped into that glitter on the brush, and then just sort of painted it onto the lashes. And the lashes that I'm using today are from House of Lashes, and these are the Pixie Luxe ones. So that little tiny, it's just up just a tiny bit, is kind of driving me crazy. So to combat that, I'm going to go in with a liquid liner. I hope I don't fuck this up. I really do. It's not perfect, but it's less obvious that way. So I just lined just that little inner portion there, just so that the little black dot wasn't quite as obvious. That's the eye look done. Awesome. So now that the rest of the face and the eyes are done, it's time for lipstick, and I did pick up the shade Divine. Alright, there is the lipstick applied. It is a tiny bit patchy, so you do have to build it up a little bit. It's a little bit on the nude side for my liking. Just a little bit too, I don't know, peachy, I guess the undertone is. Just a little too, there's something that just doesn't work on my skin tone. I like the color, just don't necessarily like it on me. It is on my teeth. Not cute, so beware of that. Final thoughts. Not the most versatile palette. There are unique shades, but overall, as a collection, you will be able to find these in other palettes, with the exception of maybe these two. They're more standouts to me than the others. But from a collector's perspective, these are classic Kat Von D shadows. They are fantastic, work beautifully. I have no complaints about the quality of the shadows. So I'm happy I picked it up. It is not a makeup regret for me at all. I'm looking forward to playing around with this, especially this hairspray shade. I think that you could really get some great looks with that, just really vibrant, especially all over the lid kind of deal. And these kind of colors speak to me. I love blues, I love green, all that kind of thing. So for me, I'm very happy that I picked it up. I don't think it's an absolute must-have, but if you are a Kat Von D fan, enjoy the artwork and the unique sort of aspect of that, I would highly recommend it. The lipstick's kind of a pass for me. Alright guys, that is it. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I will see you in my next video, and until then, just be a decent human being. Just be kind to each other. Do one nice thing for somebody unexpectedly every day. I challenge you. Hold the door open for somebody, you know, give somebody a compliment without looking for anything in return. Just throw kindness into the world. I think we all need that. Anyways, guys, bye for now. How hard is it to say hi? I mean, really. And then I dropped the eyeshadow brush full of dark blue shadow onto my white tank top. So this isn't really an oopsie, but there was no real place to fit it in the video, but I wanted to share with you guys that I'm feeling good. I'm happy again. My depression has lifted. I've come out of that winter slump, and I'm happy again. I think getting away and being with my family, being largely unplugged, and just enjoying my kids, getting to reconnect with my husband, and definitely soaking up the sun, and, you know, 1 or 2 or 20 pina coladas didn't hurt either. Yeah, I just wanted to share. I'm so grateful, and I really appreciate all the support that you guys have given me, the comments that I've got, DMs on Instagram, emails. I appreciate all of it. I really do appreciate all of you, the support that you give me. I love it. I really do, and that is what's so important to me, is the interaction that I have with you guys. There are some of you that comment frequently and regularly, pretty much on every video I do, and I see that and I love it, and I really appreciate that, and I just wanted to let you know that it means a lot to me. So thank you, and I'm glad to be back to myself. I really, really am. So I'm excited to be filming again. Yeah, let's do this. Anyways, I will get out of your face now. Bye for now.